Well, listen, Claressa, we need to ask you about this Sky Sports and Boxer deal. It was a very, very pleasant surprise to all of us who work there when we found out a while back. Welcome to the team. First of all, we're delighted that you're on board. Can you talk us through the deal? Talk us through how it's come around, the vision behind it, and the plans for you, Claressa. What are they?
Where do I start? So, with boxing here in the US, everybody wants to have me on their network, every network, but I was telling my team that I wanted to expand my fan base to the UK because they have loyal fans, and I fought the Olympics and won the Olympics in 2012, and I just want to one of my dreams is to fight the main event at the Wembley Stadium. So that's one of my dreams. So we were kind of, shopping around, and then the opportunity came to us because we were in talks with Eddie Hearn to get the fight with Savannah Marshall in December. But Marshall wanted more time and wanted to have a tune-up fight. So Mrs. She's Gonna Knock Me Out isn't ready to fight me yet. So the deal with Eddie, he still hadn't really got up to the money that we wanted, but we were still negotiating with them because we still wanted to fight. When like Sky came, they had came with a multiple fight deal, and I can't announce like how much for the fights and stuff like that, but it was definitely worthy of my praises. So we were just up in talks with them, and we definitely want the Savannah Marshall fight whenever Marshall is ready. But as of right now, like I said before, I'm looking to return back to boxing up in December, and then we'll see what happens after that. But that's the plan, though, to come back in December. We wanted to fight, Marshall like right away, but all that stuff she was talking on social media was a myth. She is not ready. She needs more time, and that's just where we are with it right now. But we have some mandatory challenges and things of that nature to look at right now, and we're going to defend my titles, and just kind of go from there. But super excited to be fighting in the UK. Super excited to be with Sky Sports and Boxer, and just going to continue to fight the best. Marshall isn't the only one that's a good boxer. There's plenty of other girls too. So I'm just ready to come back to boxing after my MMA fight and fight against the best, like I've always done.
Amazing. So just to clarify one thing then that I think people would love to know, with this deal, will you be fighting in the UK in your fight in December? Is that the plan?
I don't know yet. I would love to. I have my passport. I'm already to fly. So we don't know yet, but I would love to. I wouldn't turn down that idea.
Obviously, happy memories for you since 2012. Am I right?
I mean, happy memories for me, my entire just boxing career. One loss doesn't define a boxer's career. For me to say that I'm 7-1 with only one loss, and Marshall lost 6 times to one fighter, I mean, that just shows the difference of calibers that we are, different people. So just my whole boxing career has went up, up, and up, and I haven't had any downfall. So that's what I'm going to continue to do.
So let's get straight into it then. So you and Savannah, for the first time now, are on the same company, the same page, both hoping that the inevitable fight can happen. Does it feel for the first time like this is now going to happen for you?
It always could have happened. It wasn't nothing there for me that I thought wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Me and my team made Marshall an offer back in 2018 before she was a champion to fight for the 2 belts I had at 168. Because I'm a 3-time division world champion. See, that's people getting mixed up at. People want to say, oh, you're undisputed and you got belts at 60. No, I had 2 of the belts at 168, all the belts at 160, all the belts at 154. So there's no way for me to duck action with anybody. Like, I'm the one calling the girls out. So I called out Savannah Marshall in 2018 to put the whole she has the remedy to beat me thing, to arrest, and her team declined. So now we're here in 2021, and for the last year, she's fed this whole facade to fans that I'm scared of her. But it was like, scared of you? Why? How, like, just because you won a fight over me by 6 points. Look, to be clear, back in the point system, she won 14 points to 8. I was smoking girls by 20, 30 points every fight. She beat me by just 8 points. It wasn't like, oh, you just blew me in the water type of deal. But hey, you know, everybody's making her to be out this big knockout puncher and this knockout artist. And look, build her up is that. But it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings when I beat her, because they're going to see that she doesn't hold any power and she doesn't have more skill than me, because I've gotten better and better and better over the years and she has declined. So we in two different calibers. So it was never a thing of, oh, I don't think the fight with me and Marshall will ever happen. I've been wanting to make it happen. She's the one, her and her team, who felt she wasn't ready. Like she's not ready now, because I'm ready to go in December. And she wants to have her a tune-up fight and possibly fight end of next year or something of that nature. And for somebody who's a big knockout artist, it doesn't seem like she's ready to knock me out.
Do you believe her that she signed with Sky and with Boxer as well? So do you now believe that at her end, they do want the fight with you?
I'm the cash cow. I'm the one with the belts. Now she may feel that she's ready, but she's not ready by December. And I'm ready by December. That's the difference. So it's not that I think she's a terrible fighter. She's just not better than me. And that's what everybody's writing this whole facade out to be, as if she's a better fighter. And she's not. You know, I seen on Sky, she said she's smarter than me. And she punches too hard. And how are you smarter? And after you beat me when I was 17, we were at both the Olympics together. She didn't medal, but guess who got 2 Olympic gold medals? Me. And then I'm also a 12-time world champion. She's a 1-time belt holder. How is she smarter? I was able to do that in 5 years. 5 years, she's got 1 belt. It doesn't make sense how she's smarter or a better fighter. Like, come on now. Like, 1 + 1 = 2, not 10. 1 + 1 is 2. So when I hear her say these type of things and people just kind of believe in her, I think it's sad, but I will be crushing a whole lot of dreams, because everybody wants to see me lose. A bunch of people do, you know, but also people like who know I'm just a winner, and I find out how to win. And I fought against some very, very tough girls, not last minute replacements. That's where we different at. Every girl gets 6 to 8 weeks to prepare for me. These girls get in 1 week to fight against Marshall. 2 weeks. I mean, a girl took a fight for 3 days. A girl wouldn't dare, a grown woman wouldn't dare take a fight with me 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, especially not 3 days, and think she got a chance to get in the ring and beat me. She wouldn't do it.
So let's address the other point you said there. Savannah said yesterday when we spoke to her, she hits too hard for you. This is something she said before as well. Her record does say that she's got several knockouts. I think she's got 8 knockouts in 10 professional fights.
Beautiful.
Claressa, does Savannah hit too hard for you?
Come on now. Let's be serious. First of all, look at her opponents who she's fought, and look at my opponents who I fought. That's how you can tell who's a real knockout artist and who's not. All the girls that's on her resume, the commission wouldn't even pass for them to even get in the same ring as me. Wouldn't even okay it. But they're on her level to where they okaying it. So look, congrats on her for getting her knockouts. You know, congrats, but she hasn't fought a top level competitor. She fought against Hannah Rankin, who's really a smaller girl. And what they fought at 161, what was it, 168 or was it 160? I think it was 160. So they fought at 60, but now Hannah Rankin is fighting at 147. I can't even make 147. Depends. But I'm really a bigger girl. You know what I mean? So I don't have to answer that silly question about if Marshall can does she hit too hard or whatever. That's a myth. I already know that, because if she could hit too hard, she would have took the fight back in 2018, and she would be the one who's a 3-time division world champ. She would be 2-time undisputed champ. But I don't think that Hammer can beat not even half the girls that I would beat. Can she beat Christina Hammer? Hannah Gabriels? You know, Ivana Habazine. These girls had real skill, right? And Hannah Gabriels had real power. You know, so it's like, who all can she really beat? Who I beat? Can she beat Marie Eve DeCare? This is a real question.
Well, what do you think?
No, she can't. She can't. She'll have a very, very close fight with each of those girls. And I believe that Christina Hammer would just beat her. Just beat her, period. Because she fights a lot like Anushka, the girl from the Netherlands. But no, look, I'm happy that me and Savannah Marshall are both signed to Sky and Boxer. And I'm hoping that the fight can get made. And, you know, that she can finally have to face up to what she's been running from. Because what she don't even speak of too, me and Savannah sparred in 2016, right before the Olympics. And I whooped her ass. I had her face as orange as this hair. Really. But she don't speak of that. She don't speak of that. Which, oh yeah, it's sparring. But for you to be the only person to beat me, when we get in the ring and spar, you supposed to show that even though I'm the Olympic gold medalist, that you better. She has not been better than me since I was 17 years old, and I'm 26. That's why she hasn't accomplished what I've accomplished.
Where was that sparring, Claressa?
Colorado Springs, the Olympic Training Center. She know. Ask her about it.
That's interesting. So can you tell us more then? Because whoever put you guys in the ring together, even though it was only a sparring session, they must have known that these are two of the best girls going in the ring together for sparring. So can you tell us more about that sparring session?
The sparring session was simple. I had my hands down the entire time. She could not land, not even a punch on me. I had her face orange as this hair by the time we got done. We were supposed to go 2 rounds and then switch and go 2 rounds with the other. But I had so much. I had told the coach, no, let her sit here and take this ass whooping for 4 rounds straight. I don't even want to switch. And I pulverized her for 4 rounds. And everybody in the gym, Shakur Stevenson was there. Who else was on the team? Charles Conwell. Boxers who are coming up right now were in the gym, and they was like, dang, that's the girl that beat you when you were 17? Yup. They were like, she can't do nothing with you now. Everybody in the gym said that.
Wow.
And Nicola Adams was also there too.
Nicola Adams was there?
Yes, she was.
Interesting. This is a story I've not heard before, Claressa. That's it, which is interesting.
Yeah, because I've been saving it, because I've been waiting for her to finally say it. But all she wants to talk about, oh, I beat her when she was 17. Let's talk about when I beat you in sparring and how that's why you and your team turned down a fight with me in 2018, because she know the real deal. But it doesn't matter, because now we both signed to the same promotion, right? To the same Sky and same Boxer. So the fight should happen. And we're going to see who's been lying this entire time, which I've already said. Me and Savannah Marshall can fight in December. She wants to wait till end of next year. So that just tells you there who's ready and who's not. So the thing is, it's not about fighting for vacant belts. It's about who you fought for those belts. And I fought way better fighters than Savannah Marshall will ever fight. I'm going to be the best fighter on her resume when we fight, and that will be her downfall. She's going to wish they would have matched her tougher, that they would have gave her real competition, because there's girls who will fight Savannah Marshall who she won't, who they won't put her in the ring with, because they scared she'll lose that undefeated record and she'll lose value with the fight with me. So they have to give her, girls who she can absolutely beat, because they put her in there with somebody dangerous like Hannah Gabriels, a Christina Hammer, Ivana Habazine, a Franchon Cruz. it'd be all bad for her because she'll get exposed.